In this video, I've come back to where I got my gold nugget from, and I'm going to see if I can find any more, because last time I was here, I got a whole stack of targets, but I had nothing to break the rock open with. So wish me luck. Now the plan that I have is that I've got a boulder here that I found a really good target in last time I was here. Then just there, so I haven't even turned the detector on, I'm going to spread a blanket down on the ground and then get the boulder kind of mostly onto that blanket and then start trying to basically kind of break the rock in half. I'm not sure how this is going to go because I don't exactly have the right tools. I've ordered some off eBay. That'll make this job a little easier, but for now I've got hammer and chisel and we'll see how we go. There we go, that's what we're talking about. That's not gold, but over here that is gold. Now when you're breaking something like this, it's easier to break if you maintain jagged lines. It's much harder when you've got a rounded surface, and that's why I took the time to sort of chisel that line. And if you can keep a square edge, it's much easier to break. Oh, that's what you want. It fractured right along the strike line. See where I'd been stressing it there by hitting it with the cross peen of the hammer, and it's just busted in half. So it might look like hard work, but breaking things in half once you get them makes it a lot easier to then break them down. But I reckon it's time to turn the detector on. Very important to move your tools before you start detecting. I remembered to do it this time. Ooh. What else I should have done is I should have detected the ground that I put the mat on before I put the mat down. Bother. Yay! Oh. Well, it's not going well. Basically, I haven't found any solid targets. Now, it's possible I've got solid targets on the mat, but because of the iron that's underneath the mat, I've got no idea. So what I'm doing is I'm lifting the remaining big rocks up onto the boulder next door, which I checked. There was no targets, at least in the top of it. And I'm getting some faint targets, but then when I'm busting things down, I'm not finding anything, and that's proving frustrating. I've got two big rocks to go, and I'm getting a target out of them, so fingers crossed we'll get something sizable. Now, if we don't, it's no big loss because I've seen gold. I've seen a piece in there that wasn't quite a picker because it was just like a flake in the matrix of the material. So I know there's gold in the rock. But it's just probably going to be fine gold, which I won't get until I crush it down, down, down. So fingers crossed for these next two big ones. So I think that's something. That's something. Well, I'm out of time, and I didn't get a solid target that I could pull out. But anyway, 𝗧𝗏𝗵. I did see gold, remember, as I was going through that. It was a very small piece of gold, so if it's the only piece for all that work, well, 𝗧𝗏𝗵. That's the way the cookie crumbles. Got a meeting I've got to go to this afternoon. I've got to spruce myself up for. So what now? Well, I'm open to suggestions. I've got to crush this material up somehow to get that fine gold out, and I need an easier way to do that. I've got some ideas of my own, but if you guys have got suggestions, I'd love to hear them. I don't know what was going on there. Like I felt, it sounded like I had a weak target in a lot of those pieces of rock, and then it just was gone. So I'm guessing that might be the mineralization that was there, or maybe there was a very small piece of gold, but it had maybe a sort of a halo effect, which I've heard of. Or maybe when I busted it open, that destroys the halo effect, therefore makes it harder to find once you've broken it. Will I come back here and do another video? Yeah, maybe. As it turned out, I did go back to this spot the very next day. The reason being is I forgot my lapel mic. I left it on the boulder near where I've been working, and so I had to go back for it. And I figured, well, since I'm there, I might as well do some digging. And I'm glad I did, because I found 2 little nuggies. So if you don't want to miss that video, which will be coming out real soon, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification. And also, if you've got some suggestions on how better to crush that rock up to get the fine gold, like I said, I've got some ideas, but I'd really like your input as well. So, talk soon, guys. Bye-bye.